get the party started, to get going. Preseason's over with, Jason.
Hey, we pre-partied. Now I'm buzzed. I'm ready to get drunk off of victory.
I don't know where the intro video is.
I was trying to give a good segue.
I'm yawning, trying to get it out of my system before the show starts. Welcome to the Red, White, and Blues podcast. I'm Daniel. He is Jason that way. And we are the Red, White, and Blues podcast. I already said that. My brain is already fried, and this is this is going to be a fun episode. How you doing, Jason?
Dude, I am good. You know what I love about our podcast is that we are the epitome of consistency.
Yes.
We always start the same way. It's always a flub somehow from one of us.
Yep.
One of us is always tired.
Yep.
We're in our 40s, man. Like, we're just trying to keep up.
Yep.
I learn new words all the time from the young people. I can barely remember any transfer news I am amazed at commentators on football and how much they remember. But I am ultimately good because I love how consistently up in the air maybe some of our coverage of Chelsea football is.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
How are you, man?
I'm alive. I'm surviving, and that's about all we can do these days in the world.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
It is what it is. But we figured we would give y'all. I know we said tonight would be our predictions episode. We decided we're going to double upload, and we're actually going to double upload this week because we're saying we're going to double upload for the last 2 weeks, and we still haven't done that. Slipped my mind too. Yeah.
Holy crap.
We're sitting on a movie review episode. So it's still sitting there.
I don't think there's anything current in that, so it's probably fine.
We'll eventually release it. Well, it'll eventually.
I just meant current events wise. We only talk about the movie.
Yes.
So nobody's missing anything other than our beautiful review of a random streaming movie.
Yes. Very random. There's that. So tonight we're just going to talk a little bit about the preseason real quick, and then we'll end this episode, and then we'll jump back on here and do another episode with the predictions, and we'll release that later this week. Because I know everybody's on pins and needles waiting for Jason and mine's awful Premier League predictions, just like they are every stinking year. They're terrible.
It's gonna be bad.
Terrible predictions. I might change mine even before the episode. I've written them out. They might get changed again. I don't know. I'm still debating. But I have a whole episode to figure it out. So,
yeah.
But I guess in case you've been living under a rock, Chelsea won 2 trophies this weekend.
Wait, we won a trophy for the second one?
Yeah, we won a trophy for the second one too. Yeah. So just to clarify, I want to make this known. Okay, I want this to be a footnote in the history of the Chelsea Football Club that Arsenal won a trophy for their preseason match, but we won 2. So we won more trophies than Arsenal in a weekend. So we won more trophies this weekend. We've won just as many trophies this weekend as Mikel Arteta has won his entire time at Arsenal. Just saying.
We are amazing. London will forever be blue.
It really is. I will fight an Arsenal fan. London is blue. We won 2 trophies in a weekend, and you only won 1. Bums.
It is nice that we're 3 seasons in to this project, and we're fine. It's finally coming good, even though whoever said that this project was they totally trusted the project the whole time. Whoever said that, it's bullshit.
Yeah,
because there's no way. It's a risky thing to do what they did, and the risk is paying off. So much so that my predictions are going to be insane. That I went from 9th to whatever I'm going to pick this next time, and that is crazy. But even in the whole scheme of things, people are still talking about Chelsea in the title conversation, whatever that means. Even though we were talking about that last December as well.
That's true.
Everybody but Maresca. But then
in this podcast, we refuse to talk about it on here.
Yes,
we vehemently said on this podcast we are not in a title race.
We did. this year all bets are off.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens on the predictions episode. But yeah,
don't let us win the first match of the season, or I'm already lifting the trophy.
Exactly. Yeah, that is the start. But yeah, like it's nice that our project. Thank you. You really helped me get back on track there. It's nice that our project is just starting as Arsenal's is waning. Yeah. And Arsenal have to win the Premier League this year. They have to. So we'll see what happens. But I have a feeling at the end of next season, London will still be blue.
Stay tuned for the next episode where Jason will give you his predictions if you haven't already figured it out by now.
Wait.
Yeah. But I think this weekend, though, we can all agree, and every Chelsea fan can agree, that this weekend was not about trophies. It was not about winning 2 matches. It wasn't about Reece James. It's not even about like Levi Colwell tearing his ACL. None of that matters because our Savior arrived, and he arrived on a throne of glory, and he rained fire down from the heavens, shot some lightning bolts out of his ass. And I mean, Estevao is here, guys. He is here.
He is here, and he is for real.
Yeah.
19 years old.
19. The kid is unreal.
Mind-blowing.
I mean, there are no words. I mean, the freaking kid is just electric. He's magic. I'm giving him to Christmas before he's a starter every week in the Premier League.
Already a legend.
Already a legend. I want to hang the banner now. For the Matthew Harding stands. It needs to go right next to. It needs to go between Drogba, Estevao, Lampard. You know, it needs to be sandwiched between those 2 guys. I mean, it needs to be up on the first home match of the season. So I'm just saying, guys, get on it. I will throw in some money. You just tell me where to send it, and I'll send you some money because I want a banner, Estevao banner, hung up in that stadium. But yeah, I tweeted out before the match. If you don't believe me, go read the tweets. I said Estevao will score today, and sure enough, he scored. Could have had a hat trick. Very well could have had a hat trick. But just finally getting to watch him play and just the chemistry that him and Palmer have after only like 2 weeks of practice together because we didn't get a preseason. Really. Yeah. So it's just, and I don't know if Leverkusen, maybe they just suck and they're really bad. I don't know. They lost their best player. They lost their manager. Like maybe they suck now.
Yeah. But they were second in the Bundesliga last year. So
yeah, but they don't have their manager. They lost their right back. They lost their their 2 best players to Liverpool, for goodness sake.
Right.
I mean,
special relationship there.
Something's going on. But I don't know. It was like we dominated that game. Like it was from start to finish just a Chelsea masterclass of dominance against Leverkusen, and Estevao just doing what Estevao did in that match was even better in the way that like I love when him and Palmer on the pitch because they just interchange in between midfield and being more in the middle and then being more on the right. Just the interchanging between the players that we can do when he's on the pitch.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It got me even more excited for the season coming up.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't get to watch that match, our first preseason match, but I did catch the highlights, and he's unreal. Incredible. I mean, and I would like to just praise Daniel here. I was praising you during our game on Sunday, but like I was telling Kristen that from the start of last season, you were saying Estevao would be our savior. It is on tape. Go back and watch it. Daniel has been praising and looking forward to the coming of Estevao for an entire season already.
Yeah.
You were so hoping that we would play Palmeiras so that Estevao would play against us in the Club World Cup. He
scored a goal.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then now that he's here, like Daniel was sending me like the video of him like being introduced because he didn't train the first day. He just did press and like stood on a platform. That's some weird platform that Chelsea has. And Daniel was sending me the videos. So Daniel has been on the Estevao train from the beginning. This has been a pro Estevao podcast for over a year at this point.
Over a year, yeah.
And so it is amazing to watch him work and to watch him slot into what is already turning into an incredible attack right now.
Yeah.
And like when we talk about the next game, we can talk about some of the issues that maybe we'll see in the season. It's my vibe check. Also
vibe check.
Yeah, I know. The predictions episode is all vibes, by the way. I have no football knowledge, so it is all vibes.
I think we've proven that with our last 4 prediction episodes. Dude, I think this is our 4th one. Like the last 3 have all just been complete shit.
You know what's great is that we're not good at it, so we don't have to take it seriously. So pressure.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
Yeah,
we don't get mad about it.
It'll be a fun conversation.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of vibes, Estevao, he's bringing them, man. And it is it's been the summer of fun. We freaking are world champions, which blows my mind. I hate the badge there. I hate it.
It's so stupid, man.
What are we gonna do when it's when we're putting the poppies on? I don't know.
What are we gonna do when we wear our black jerseys? Because the badge is all centered on the black jerseys, and it's like
I know. I would have been fine if it was on a sleeve, but I guess I don't know. We're waiting out for maximum sponsorship, probably.
Hey,
I don't know.
TikTok, Jason. We got 5 days now for them to find a
That was our first prediction of the season. Yeah, that was our first prediction. I forgot what I said when it was going to happen.
Yeah. I was I don't remember what we said.
Yeah, I'll have to go back. I can't remember.
Yeah, I have to go back because we did predict that. We predicted how many episodes or how many matches it was going to be before we had in front of the shirt sponsor.
Yeah. I have no idea. But
I don't
the Leverkusen match ended 2-0 or ended 3-0. I can't remember.
It was 2-0. It was 2-0. It was 2-0 because we scored. It was 1-0 for Estevao scored, and then João Pedro scored right at the end of the match in stoppage time.
I imagined the second goal. I thought João Pedro was the third for some reason. It's amazing that was Friday, and this is why it's vibes only. But yeah, I thought we looked really great that entire match. So I was really happy with our performance.
It got a little mundane, a little the second half was the first half was very exciting. Second half was not near as exciting as the first half was. So there was that, but the match against AC Milan was the same way. The second half was a slog fest. It was so freaking boring. But needless to say, I think that both, I guess when we move to the second, I mean, there's not literally the story of the first match was Estevao. That was
right.
He started, he played well, he scored a goal, could have scored a hat trick. The kid is amazing. That was, I'm going to have to buy a thesaurus. And then every week on the podcast, I'm going to have a new adjective to describe Estevao because eventually I'm going to run out of adjectives. I need to get creative with them. So I'm going to start, looking up adjectives to describe Estevao. So,
I love that. I cannot wait for this. Well, we at the Red, White, and Blues are now doing words of the day just to describe Estevao.
Just to describe Estevao. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Kid, only thing I don't like, I will say this, the only thing I don't like, who decided to give him the number 41?
I know. I don't know that. Is there a story behind that or?
I just think he got I think Neto's 7, I think.
Okay, that makes sense.
I believe Neto, Palmer's 10 now. He should have gotten 11 because Madueke had 11 when he left. So he should have gotten that. Or, in my humble opinion, Pedro Neto should have groveled at his feet and laid his jersey, the jersey number 7, at Estevao's feet and given it to him because he's going to take Pedro Neto's spot before halfway through the season's over with.
You are not wrong. Oh, wow. Okay. Sorry. I'm on the Chelsea website, and that is blown out my – it's like maybe it made me look better. I don't know.
Maybe a little extra light, a little extra glow.
It says on the official ChelseaFC.com website, it says ahead of his first season as a Blue, Estevao has opted to wear the number 41 shirt. It's the same squad number he donned during his time in the Palmeiras first team.
Oh,
so
I didn't realize.
I'm guessing it has some significance for him.
Yeah, I will. I will say I'm very excited about us opening up the new Topps Premier League cards.
Yeah,
because we are chasing that Estevao this year, baby. We're chasing some Estevao.
We're chasing some Palmer autos, and we're chasing some Estevao rookies.
That's right. Yep, Palmer autos, Estevao rookies. We're gonna get something. We want the diamond rookie. If you haven't checked out our card opening video, we've only done one so far. There will be another one uploaded Sunday, I guess. Yeah, after the match at some point in time, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
We're gonna record one Sunday. I don't know when it will go up because we're not very good at that. But
Daniel and I are watching the first game of the season together.
Live stream?
Oh yeah, I'm down. Let's do live stream.
Live stream.
We're going to do more live streams throughout the season.
Yes, there will be more live streams. We got to work on our
schedule. We got to look at the calendar.
It's pretty much whenever we're both available on the same weekend.
That's
pretty much.
Yeah.
Because we both have lives. So it's like, if we're there, we can watch the match. We might live, we're both filming it. And as long as it's not a 6:30 match, I refuse to stream the 6:30. Maybe if it's a big one. If it's Liverpool or something like that, I guess I'd make it concession.
It's just me waking you up for a goal.
It's like I start the stream like the night when I go to bed, and then like you just waking me up in the morning. It's like me just carrying my computer as I get ready in the morning.
Yes, it's a day in the life of Daniel.
Yeah, there we go. Y'all can hear me snore at night. Sure, my wife would love that. It's like, hey babe, we're going to sleep together. I mean, it's going to be on live stream, right there.
We have a sleep cam.
Yeah, sleep cam. Yep. But yeah, second match, we beat AC Milan 4-1. Yeah, 4-1. So first, I mean, this match was more, I guess, maybe this is where you're going to go with it. If it's not, we can go. We'll go back to whatever. But I feel like the lineup that we saw in this match at the start is going to pretty much probably be our starting lineup when we roll. Are we playing at home or away? I know we play Crystal Palace. I don't know where
we're playing at home. Yeah,
is it at home?
I'm pretty sure we have because
we were away
last year. Yeah,
it is at home. So we play at home, Crystal Palace. Expect that Estevao banner to be up,
that's
guys.
8 a.m. I have to drive to you,
dude. Okay,
that's worth it.
Okay, all right. As long as it's worth it, I'll probably just be waking up as you get here.
That's okay. You deserve it.
But
you've come up to see me more often than I've come to see you lately.
No, I think we're pretty even, man.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, I think we're pretty even.
I'm just trying to praise you, man. Don't correct me in front of the audience here.
To be fair, a couple of times I've come up to seeing you, it's because I've been there for work. So it's does that really count? Because I was there because I'm going to hang out with you if I'm in town. So
it absolutely counts.
Bump all the people that they wanted me to go hang out with them, and I'm like, no, I'm going to see my best friend. Bump y'all. So
everybody, you're welcome to the inside of me and Daniel's best friendship.
Yeah. That's right. But anyway, yes, back to the match. But I do feel like this lineup is a lot more attuned to what we will see when we play Crystal Palace on Sunday. The only so the two exceptions I feel like that you could have in this lineup because of Colwell's injury, which sucks ass and it's devastating and it's terrible.
Yeah,
it sucks because nobody wants to see anybody go down with an injury for the whole year, and let alone your starting left center back a week before the season starts, and it just sucks. But I feel like after having watched 2 preseason games, our defense looked a whole hell of a lot better in the first match than it did the second match. And like I said, I don't know if that's just because of the competition. I don't know if Leverkusen is just that bad and we just dominated that game so much, or it's because our defense, namely Tosin, which is the big change in the defense. And, Reese
Right.
and Gusto, we're not going to talk about that. Reese is much better there than Gusto. But I feel like Josh sort of proved himself in that first match. Like, I know you didn't get to watch as much, but Josh had a really good game at central center back, sliding in there for Colwell. So I feel like if you do Cucurella, Josh, Chalaba, Reese, like, I feel like that's a lot more. I trust what Josh is, 18, 19, whatever he is, a lot more than I do Tosin. Because Tosin looked terrible. And not terrible, but he didn't look good against AC Milan.
He was slow.
Yeah.
And not just like in terms of like speed, but like he was slow to react.
Mm-hmm.
And he got wrong-footed several times in that game.
Yep.
Like if anybody was watching that, especially it was weird because AC Milan got a red card like halfway through the first half or something. So it is weird to play against that. And like, so I don't know how much we can like glean from some of this outside of we played better against the 11 than we did the 10 men.
True.
But they were able to find a lot of through balls through right down the middle between Tosin and Chalaba a lot. And so yeah, that you're hitting on what my concern was. Like, and then my other concern, and it really was the left side that day. And Tosin and Chalaba both like that's not my favorite center back pairing there. But then also Gittins seems like good, but hasn't like come into the fold as good as or like as easily as like a João Pedro or an Estevao.
Yeah.
And he's got to work on his finishing a bit.
Definitely just work on his finishing.
And his positioning. And so the left side struggled a little bit yesterday, I think. But also I'm taking some of this with a grain of salt because it is a preseason game and we do have a super hole with Colwell. If Bafana comes back in a decent enough time at the beginning of the season, these conversations might be a little bit different. And we were playing against a 10-man AC Milan. So like it does look very dominant on paper. And like for the most part, we controlled like the match in a lot of ways, but AC Milan found it very easy to get through us. Even though I will praise Tosin and Chalaba, they were able to snuff out a lot of stuff in the box.
They did
after it got past them.
They did.
But at the end of the day, I'd rather that back line feel a little more solidified, like it was at the end of last season and throughout the Club World Cup. But Colwell is definitely going to be missed. Football is a bitch sometimes.
It really is, man.
And like that is devastating because he had like just sent out like an interview or something where he's talking about how once like just how much playing for Chelsea meant for him and like what the season was going to mean for him. And now he's going to be out. And so and he had become such a stalwart and such a guy to lean on. Like he was like one of the young guys taking up leadership role too. So I think that'll be missed on the pitch as well. But yeah, that was my concerns was really Gittins didn't seem like he had come into it as easily. And then the back line has questions, but if anything, Maresca proved last season that he got the back line in shape as the season went on.
He did.
And so those were my main concerns.
Yeah, I think that like with the back line, I trust Josh more than I do Tosin at this point.
Yeah.
Based off of one preseason match. I know Tosin was a big part last year in the Conference League run, but then again, that's Conference League. Like, I don't put a lot of stock if you played well in Conference League. Like, and I think Fofana eventually coming back will help. That'll be nice. Lavia is eventually, I know he's not a center back, but Lavia will be back in a little bit. And he posted on, I think it was Instagram Day, he's keeping the receipts too, Jason. So,
Good for him.
I don't know.
I have missed Lavia. I'm ready for him to be back, but I'm also ready for him just to consistently be back in the same way that I'm ready for Wesley to consistently be back and Reese to consistently be back.
Yeah, and hopefully Reese will be consistently back this year and be able to play. Reese should not touch the pitch in a cup match this season. He should just literally Champions League and Premier League. And if we're playing a shitty team and we just had a Champions League match, maybe bring Reese on as a sub. I don't want to overextend him.
I agree with that.
But I think the other, Gittins looked a lot better in the first match than the second match.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's because the first match was more of a cameo. And the second match, he looked good at times taking on his defender.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the finishing was the biggest thing that he did lack. Because he had several good chances. Because he can create. And he's what Maresca wants is somebody just to hug that touch line and then take their player one-on-one. And I mean, granted, I'm also taking this with a grain of salt because Musa was defending him, and he is normally a midfielder for the United States. Not exactly a peak, right back defender, So just throwing that one out there. But I don't know. Neto looked really good in this match, I thought. And I think for a while it's going to be Neto playing 70 minutes and Estevao getting probably the last 20 for Neto because you can't take Palmer off the pitch. And if we need that spark off the bench, it's going to be Estevao coming off the bench. He won a penalty. Then that Delop stole from him. Throwing that one out there. Already don't like Delop. He's already on my shit list simply because not because he hasn't scored very many goals, because he stole that penalty from Estevao. But I think that's the other interesting thing is who do you think will start at striker on Sunday, Jason? Do you think he starts João Pedro, who has I think 5 goals in his last 5 matches for Chelsea? It's only 5 matches for Chelsea. Or do we start Delop, who hasn't seemed to sort of fit the role, but I think everybody sort of rates Delop more than João Pedro?
Yeah.
Or at least that's what I get from reading X. I don't know.
Wow. X has got a weird take. I think
they love Delop, especially some Alex Goldberg. He loves him some Delop. He calls him the mini Costa, which I get. I understand what he's saying.
Okay.
When he says
energy.
That. Yeah, his energy and he does have that feistiness about him that I like. But so does Nico. Nico's just boneheaded with it and gets red cards.
Right. Yeah.
So, and I do want to preface this saying, I don't think you can pass up signing Delop for $30 million. I think that's a steal because of his upside and his potential. You're paying $30 million for the potential that he is going to be the next Harry Kane. That's what you're paying for. And $30 million for him, in my opinion, is a great deal, and I wouldn't have turned it down. I would have still liked some other strikers, but it's just me. But who do you think will start on Sunday, Jason? Do you think it'll be João Pedro, or do you think it'll be Delop?
I think it's going to be Nico Jackson. No, just kidding. No, it is an interesting question. I'll say it this way. I think Delop is one of the more underrated signings of the season. I think João Pedro is one of the signings of the season.
Could be.
And if we are banking on Delop being like a next Harry Kane or the next Costa, I'm all for that. I mean, they're both incredible players in their own right for their own reasons, right?
Yeah.
And Delop is just a bulldozer on the pitch. Delop can pull defenses apart. He is smart in how he takes his runs. He is smart in the pass that he takes, or in the routes that he takes, and he is a good finisher. I really like.
He's got a freaking cannon.
Yes, I rate Delop a lot, and I love the energy he brings because we all loved Costa. Yes. And if we're gonna have an asshole on our team, I'd rather it. Or if there's gonna be an asshole on the pitch, I'd rather be our asshole.
Oh yes, 100%.
And Costa is one of the best at it. That being said, João Pedro instantly is one of the more dynamic, creative, and complete players on the pitch right now. Delop is a guy who's going to grow into the role the more and more he gets playing time. That's awesome. I'm totally for that. João Pedro for me is complete, out of the box right now. One of the signings of the season. I think if João Pedro is starting more often than not, that gives us a chance to score way more than we were thinking about last season with Nico at top. Even though I would say
100%.
For the most part of Nico's tenure here, we were a pro Nico podcast because Nico does a lot of off the ball work and Nico does a lot of hold up play work.
Mm-hmm.
And Nico's got really good instincts and through balls and passing and where to take a ball and where to put it. Like the only place he can't put it is the net. And that is like really sad. And it's going to be really tough to watch him go somewhere else. And if he finds his form, it's going to be really tough.
If he can ever be consistent in his scoring,
oh man,
like we wouldn't have even considered buying João Pedro or Delop or anything like that because Nico would have been him, but he just is too inconsistent with his scoring. He's hot-headed to detriment to the team. Like you can be hot-headed, like Costa was hot-headed, but he was never really a detriment to the team. Exactly. Like I'm sure he had I know he had some red cards in there, but it was never like in a game that you need to win when you're battling for top 4 in the Premier League.
Right.
And if you win this game, you pretty much bag it and you come in and throw an elbow. Like
yeah. And you bring up a really good point about Nico's discipline. Like to watch him not score that many goals.
Yeah.
And then to watch him get red cards in times when we probably needed him in run-ins to the end of the season or in the Club World Cup. Like it is hard. It is hard to keep backing him, or it's hard to be excited about backing him.
Right.
Even though I still rate Nico, I think he's a really good player. And I'm gonna like the rumors are like 65 million or something, and like that for how much people are willing, or I don't know if that's how much he got. I don't know if Newcastle or one of the German teams wants him. But
German team ain't gonna pay 65 million for him.
Yeah.
Bunch of cheap bastards.
And I would say like Nico is like on his day is not far off of that. But at the same time, João Pedro to me is like one of the top 10 signings of the season. I that is weird. X is weird. I think in that regard, and it doesn't mean I'm not excited about the lap. I just mean like the lap's going to have to grow into the season. And João Pedro can give us immediate results and already has. And like literally came into the middle of a Club World Cup campaign and scored goals. Yep. And so while the lap is really exciting for João Pedro, for me is like almost a bona fide starter. And so that's why I was excited to see him start against AC Milan. And I really hope that I really hope he doesn't go through a drought. And I just hope that he like overperforms what people will think he performs, even though I think most of the commentators I've been listening to, like all the stalwarts on YouTube, seem to think he is like a very exciting player. Yeah. So what about you? Do you feel the same way I feel about João Pedro?
I don't know. I mean, whenever I'm always one of the people like, I'll gladly eat my crow. I was not excited about the João Pedro signing. I was like, oh great, we've overpaid for another Brighton player. Like you look at his stats and like, I mean, they're not that great. I mean, they were good, but they weren't great. And it's like, we paid this much for this guy. Like whenever we could go get another striker, and it's like, I don't know, just didn't excite me. But I mean, I'm excited now. Same thing with Delop. Delop, I don't rate Delop as highly as everybody else does. I think he has great intangibles. I just don't think he's going to reach those intangibles. Just my opinion. With Delop, but I think you can't pass that deal up for 30 million. For what we paid for him, you can't pass it up. You've got to go for it. But I don't know. I don't really rate either one of them to lead the Chelsea line. I don't think they were truly what we needed. Now, João Pedro has exceeded my expectations and come in and hit the ground running. And my question is, show me sustainability, because I've seen this with Nico before. I've seen this with Morata before. Like I've seen this with Fran. I've seen this for years. I haven't seen a consistent striker since Diego Costa at Chelsea. And before that, it was Drogba. Like in my lifetime, I've seen 2 consistent strikers at Chelsea, Jason, since I've become a Chelsea fan. In 20 years, I've seen 2 consistent strikers at Chelsea. Yeah. And so it just makes me. No, go ahead.
I was going to say every other striker has had a moment where you're like, oh, that was worth the price. But they haven't had consistency where you're like, oh yeah, that was worth the price. Sorry.
Exactly. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. So just forgive me for containing my emotions, Chelsea fans, and trying not to get too excited about this because I've been burned by this too many times in the last 20 years. Fat Ass, when he came in, we all got really excited when Fat Ass came in. He got himself out of here by January. And then it's just like all this. I don't know. I just don't. It just makes me like. I guess I have PTSD from seeing Flash in the Pans, and then like Timo Werner was supposed to be the answer train. Well, that didn't turn out. I loved Werner. I absolutely loved Timo, and I thought Timo was going to do great here. And it's just like maybe Bundesliga strikers don't translate very well, and maybe whatever. So it's just like, forgive me. We had a Aubameyang on the back end of his. Like, forgive me if I don't get excited about somebody that does this. I'm sorry. I've just been burned too many times as a Chelsea fan, and so I'm going to reserve my judgment. I would prefer to start João Pedro because he just seems like he's in form. Start the guy that's in form. Let him play. And I hope to God they both prove me wrong, and I hope to God they both have 15 goals apiece this year.
Dude.
In the Premier League, let me say that in the Premier League, I need 15 goals in the Premier League, not across all competitions. I don't want y'all I don't need Liam Delop stat padding against AC Milan by taking Estevao's penalty kick. I don't need you stat padding.
Dude,
you 15 goals.
You saying that made my nipples hard like that. I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say this. These last 2 seasons have been the most excited I've been for Chelsea to start a season in a long time. And I think this season I'm more excited than last season because last season my excitement was more for this season because I knew Estevao was coming. So this coming year, I'm even more excited because Estevao's here. But I don't know. I just started João Pedro. I think you're probably going to see the same lineup though. If I put money on it, I'm going to put money that it's going to be the same lineup. I don't know. Who knows? We might sign Garnacho before freaking Sunday, and he might start.
Crazy. I mean, we still got Javi Simmons coming in possibly, and we still got
Garnacho. Well, apparently City entered the race for Simmons tonight.
Why?
So now
we took way too long.
Because they're trying to sell and they can't freaking. For once, they're not selling players. For once, they can't offload a couple of the people they're trying to offload before they do this. And I think what they're scared of is they're balancing that PSR line right now.
Right.
And if they like, there's no doubt we have the money to buy the players, but if we buy them. And then we don't move on like a Nico, or we don't move on a Chilwell, or an Ugachukwe, or an Nkuku. And for whatever reason, we don't sell those players, then we're screwed with PSR, essentially. Yeah. I think that's where they're at. So they're trying to get some of those assets out. And you can't blame them. But at the same time, it's like, good gracious, we've been agreed to personal terms for months, or not months, but like a month now with Javi Simmons. And like, you either want them or you don't. I'm sorry. Like,
exactly. Yeah. I guess we'll see. We'll talk about some of that in our predictions episode probably. But in terms of preseason, how would you rate it?
Well, I mean, it's a.
How can you?
it's just an Estevao. That's the new adjective for everything. It's an Estevao. That's how it's an Estevao. That's how the preseason was. I mean, I don't think you can give anything a 10 out of 10 just based off of principle. Right. So like a 9.9 out of 10 for the preseason. And we won more trophies than Arsenal did in the preseason.
Outside of Colwell's injury.
Yeah, outside of that, the preseason's been fantastic, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, like, understand. I wish we would have gotten more preseason matches in, like, with the new players, like, with Gittins, with Delop, with Joao Pedro, with Estevao, whatever his name is, and the new midfielder we got, like Santos, Usasugu, Santos. Like, I wish we would have got more matches with those players to sort of mix in. Hato, however you say his name. Wish, like, those players could have gotten some more minutes, but I understand why. I mean, our players have to have time off. Like, they've got to. So I don't know. It's one of those things. But I mean, it was a fantastic preseason for the 2 matches that we had.
Yeah, it's a fantastic summer.
Yes.
Yeah, but we'll see how, like, that affects us. But getting a lot of new signings in, so this transfer market's been insane. Like, not just from us, but from everyone. It's been an insane summer. It's been
mainly the Premier League is what's been insane. Mainly the Premier League. Like Sunderland have spent some of the most money in the Premier League this year.
Oh, dude, it is. Yeah, I have taken that into account in my ratings too.
So have I.
You have to. Like,
you have to.
It's been a wild ride watching all of it happen. I can't keep up with all of it. So I don't know. I'm trying to use some of that in my predictions coming up, but I don't. It has been really exciting preseason. It was exciting summer. I hope that all of this momentum goes into the season. And I'm with you. It's been what I am so excited for that. I haven't been excited for Chelsea in a long time. Yeah. And it has felt like a chore over the last few years, like, trying to watch this team. And I think that like, this year has the potential to be, like, really fun. And we are expected to be top 4, so there is a little bit of pressure, but we're not expected to win the league. So like, there's, like, this really cool balance of, like, pressure that we have, where it's like we have every bit of opportunity to overperform while the other teams underperform, because all the pressure is on Liverpool and Arsenal right now. And I think City is strangely enough a bit of a dark horse in the top 4, just because people are, like, only focused on Liverpool and Arsenal. So anyway, that's a little bit of a predictions preview, but, like, it is going to be, like, a crazy. It has the potential to be, like, one of the best, most competitive Premier Leagues in a really long time. And I think that in of itself is really exciting. And then we are going to be one of the competitive teams. So that in of itself is exciting. Yeah, I'll save. I guess I'll wait, because I could go off right now, or, like, talking about the competitiveness of the Premier League. But we'll talk more about it on the episode. I'll save some takes for that, because I do 100% agree with you about that. Well, and one of the things about preseason is we didn't embarrass ourselves, or, like, we didn't, like, tamper any notions that we would be good. Like, we went out there and we did what we had to do, and we've been doing it since the end of last season. So, like, there just is a ton of momentum behind us right now, and I don't think that can be discounted. Oh no, I think that's part of the reason. I think if we would have had, like, we would have gone out, like, the round of 16 in the Club World Cup, and then, like, we came out and shit the bed against Leverkusen and AC Milan. I think the outlook on this season would be like, oh shit, and then, here we go again. Yes, exactly. It would be, here we go again. Every freaking year, but because of we win the Club World Cup, and then, winning the 2 preseason matches in the fashion that we want it, with the players that we want it with, how we want it, like, I think it just gives a lot of fans a lot more confidence going into the season. And then I think, in translation, it's got to give the players, it's got to give Maresca, all of them, they have to have a ton more confidence this year going into the season than they did last year. I mean, mainly because just the mere presence of Estevao causes you to feel that. Just the presence of Estevao. Like, no, this is going to be a running thing for the whole year, Jason. Just get prepared for it. Cannot wait.
it will probably not stop until Estevao crushes my heart and leaves us for Barcelona one day. And then I will probably
100 million record.
Yes, I will probably cry on this podcast. But but that day is not here yet, and it will not be here for a very long time. But I think that the momentum going into this season, I think, is what gives us so much hope.
How dare you?
That's a bad word on this podcast. We use a lot
so bad. Also, if this happens,
if
we can expect this,
it's like if this team loses, and then we don't have to do anything because that's what
that's like a whole other side of the if. Like it was like if Sterling is actually good, like he was at City. We'll see how that turned out.
Oh God, that's another person we got to sell, Sterling. I think Fulham's interested in him, but the problem with some of these players, him and Chilwell in particular, is their wages. That's what's killing them. Is the wages, man. And that's to our point. Like that's why so many like United and Arsenal, some of these bigger clubs, like it's harder for them to move players because they're on these outrageous salaries and nobody wants to take a pay cut. Like Casemiro, United's wanted him gone for 2 years now. But Casemiro doesn't want to go anywhere because he's getting paid like 400 quid a week, So it's like, why would he want to go anywhere? Just run his contract down at United and he's going to get paid. So, it's one of those things. It's like why we are one of the best selling clubs because the players, the majority of our players are actually now that we have a wage structure,
right?
It's nice.
That's a really insightful point. It is Chelsea have been building a thing, and I think they've been a little interesting, I'll say, in how they've built it. But we are on the outside, so I understand. But at the end of the day, the youth has paid off, and that I don't think any club is going to emulate our model.
No,
because it's a really risky way to do business.
It is a very risky model.
The risk at this point in time is paying off, and we do have stuff to build off of. And so, everything coming good this season, I didn't predict that last season. I predicted us to finish 9th, and I thought maybe we'd get top 4 this season when Estevao came in. But, it's come good a season before that I thought it would. I don't think anybody could predict that because we went down to the wire last season. But like you said, the momentum, getting top 4, momentum boost, getting Conference League, for whatever people want to say about the Conference League, yes, it's like the shit cup of the European Cups. But at the end of the day, our players, you can't take away the experience that it is to win a European Cup, even if it is the shit European Cup. And you can't take away the experience, what it means to the players to come together and win a trophy together. And then to actually have a European trophy and to say that you won it, and then to take that momentum into the summer and then to be club world champions where we can make fun of this all the time. And I wrote a dumb blog about the logo and how maybe it was ruining football, tongue in cheek. Hopefully people got that. But at the end of the day, it's they get to wear a badge that they earned. Chelsea players beyond them for 4 years will be wearing a badge that this team earned. You can't understate that kind of momentum. For as much as people want to downplay it because Chelsea won and PSG just were tired or they didn't field a full 11.
We played just as many games. I don't want to hear it.
I know. But they are trying to downplay this, even though it's down. You cannot underestimate the intangibles of what it means for a group of players, especially people who just transferred in to come in and just Maresca trusts them and just puts them in the team. Yeah, and our players our new transfers are scoring in a system, and then that system is being built to handle new transfers coming in for us to win a tournament. It's kind of mind blowing where we are right now. Yeah. Prediction. Anyway, many praise rant, I guess is what I'll call that. But it is kind of amazing where we are, where I thought we would be. And like I'm willing to eat crow. I eat crow all the time on this podcast, but like at the end of the day, like I am so happy where we are. I think preseason, yeah, like to your point, we had momentum going in and we didn't blow it. And like I think that's huge as well. Like the players are proving to themselves they can come up against adversity and come up against different styles of play. We learned a lot, I think, in these 2 games, and Crystal Palace will help us learn even more. And then we'll actually be able to assess where we are on Sunday.
Yeah, and speaking of Crystal Palace, I guess we can do we need to do our prediction for the match on this episode. They did beat Liverpool. I'm sorry, shocker.
Wait, you don't want to do it on the predictions episode?
No, that's just for the Premier League predictions. So that's just going to be Premier. Like, so we got to do that on this one. So, but they did beat Liverpool on Sunday at the same time that we beat. Granted, it was momentum. But talk about momentum. Like they won a trophy last year. They won the FA Cup last year. They feel screwed right now because UEFA screwed them and will not let them play in the Europa League next year, and they have to now go to the Conference League because of the whole club model. And that's really their owner's fault. That
they didn't do what every other club does and like put it in trust for a little while.
No.
Wow.
Problem. Like our owners were prepared because like we heard like a month before we ever won the Conference League that they had already put Chelsea or Strasbourg in a trust and that it was we were gonna be fine, if we both made Champions League.
Right.
So no, they didn't. So they screwed. I don't know who their other club is. It Lille? Is that it? I don't know. Yeah. So they can't both be in Europa League. So Crystal Palace got kicked. So their fans are like. So that's the thing. And Crystal Palace isn't like terrible. Like they're good.
Right.
I'm pretty sure they played us really tough last year, and they really haven't lost anybody. So
no, they haven't.
Their 2 best players are still there, Eze and Guiu, or whatever. However you say the center back's name.
Right. Yeah.
They're both still there. So, it's gonna be. I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park as maybe some Chelsea fans are thinking. FYI, Nico is suspended for this match, Jason. So there goes your prediction of Nico starting.
Shit. Already losing the predictions game.
Last year we drew with them both times.
Yeah.
So, we drew 1-1.
All that being said,
I just don't think this is going to be a walk in the park like Chelsea fans are. Like we have momentum, but so does Crystal Palace.
Exactly. Yeah.
It is home, which if the trend continues from last year, we're going to suck at home, and be really good on the road.
So we just played both of our preseason games at home.
That's true. So we did look better.
So
I don't know. I guess. Are you ready to make your prediction? You got any thoughts on the match? Like, I know we're excited. Like,
no, I would say until you started talking, I was also underestimating Crystal Palace, and that probably is changing some of what I'm thinking. I mean, you can't deny like beating Liverpool on pins. Oh, I heard a crazy stat the other day on like the BR Sports.
Who do tell me?
Do you know the year that Liverpool last won at Wembley? In the full 90 instead of going to pins. The last year Liverpool won at Wembley in 90 minutes.
It wasn't versus it was when they played the kids. When we lost to Liverpool.
No.
Did that go
we went to was that at Wembley or we went to pins?
That was at Wembley because it was a cup final.
According to them, it was 1995 was the last time they won at Wembley in the full 90.
I'm pretty sure that was at Wembley. Wasn't it a cup final?
We'll have to double check that.
Yeah, because that's when because it was Poch and he lost to the freaking. Or was that like the semifinals to go to Wembley for the FA Cup?
I thought it was the final. We lost the final.
We lost
It
the
was the
final.
Carabao Cup final.
Yeah. Yeah, we lost to the
In
freaking Liverpool
2024.
youth. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost 1-0.
Yeah. It was
But
in regular time.
where was it? Oh, it was at Wembley. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was in regular time at Wembley. That's what I thought.
Wait, was it at regular time?
Maybe it was in stoppage.
No, it wasn't stoppage.
It was in stoppage? Okay.
No, or it wasn't extra. Yeah, it was an extra.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot that went to extra, but yeah, it was
Okay.
0-0 and then they won. So yeah, 1995.
Well, I mean, like our record at Wembley for the last 5 or 6 years has been pretty shit.
Yeah, it's
So,
been bad.
I mean,
not this year, baby. We're gonna win a trophy for Arsenal. That's been a talking point on some of the other podcasts.
That has been.
I believe we'll win it.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
You ready? You ready?
Yep.
All right. I have 2 scores in my head right
me
now.
too.
And
Yeah,
I'm gonna go. I'm starting off. Okay, all right. You ready?
You're going positive.
I am going positive. I'm gonna be positive this year.
I think I know what your 2 scores are. I should write them down. Hold on.
Write them down.
Because I think one of them is the same as mine, but I don't know why. I want to write them down before we do this. Sorry, I'm dragging it out.
It's okay. It's okay, man. Our fans, all 5 of them, are used to us dragging podcasts out, man. This one still hasn't gone off the rails yet. We still have to do that. For another 10 minutes at the end of the episode.
Oh, dude, that's true. Okay, I wrote it down. I just wrote it down. And this
just
is
wrote it down?
So,
hold on.
So I hope that I'm right.
I'm ASMRing over here, Jason. I'm pouring my water in the bottle.
Sorry. I need more.
That's what she said, Jason.
I couldn't hear that very well at all.
Sorry. I guess I get an ASMR mic or some shit. Anyway, all right. That was the off the rails. All right, I took care of that. We're not off the rails anymore. We're getting back on the rails, and we're going to be good now. All right.
Okay.
The 3, 2, 1.
2-1
Chelsea.
Hey! 2-1. Hey! So you were between 2-1 or 3-1?
No. 2-1 and 2-2.
Damn it.
All
right.
It was
3-1.
2-1 and 2-2. Because I really want to say this game's going to end in a draw.
Yeah.
I just feel a draw, but at the same time, I'm going to be positive, and I'm going to put the positive vibes out there, and that Chelsea's going to win 2-1 because we're going to be watching the match together. So we need some good vibes.
Yes. I think if we win, man, every time we win, the momentum just it's gonna be that first loss.
Yeah.
If we lose. Dude, do you know how bad I wanted to have an invincible season just
so Arsenal can stop hanging it over our heads,
assholes. Man. And they better give us a gold damn trophy too. Those stupid assholes. All they do is talk about that thing. Like they don't have anything in the last 20 years. Shut your mouth.
Yep.
God.
That is true.
So annoyed. Mini rant over. I'm not going to go into that.
I'll never forget that I was talking to a couple of our friends one time. This was back whenever our friend Matt first became an Arsenal fan, and we were at somebody's apartment. I don't remember if you were there or not, but we were there, and our other friend Jeff, who's a Manchester United fan, and albeit Jeff played soccer, he's followed soccer a lot longer than Jason and myself have. But I was trashing Matt because he's an Arsenal fan and like telling him, "Oh, we've won the Champions League. You haven't won that." Just letting him have it about Chelsea. And Jeff got to be a little prick and speak up. He's like, "Matt, why don't you tell him about the season that y'all never lost a match?" And I'm like, "Jeff, shut up, man. Just like shut up. Don't." He had nothing. And then you're gonna bring that up. It's like, okay, whatever, Jeff. Thanks a lot.
I wonder how many we talked about this a while back, but I wonder how many Arsenal fans would trade that invincible season to have a Champions League.
I think a lot of them would.
Yeah, I agree.
I think a lot of them.
Oh,
yeah. I don't know. I think it might be more than half.
Yeah. You're probably right.
I don't know. It's crazy. It would at least be half, though. I agree. I would trade. Like, you tell me I can go undefeated in the season or I can win the Champions League. I would take the Champions League every time, 100 out of 100 times. I'll take the Champions League trophy I mean, granted, if you go undefeated in the Premier League, you do win the Premier League. So essentially, you're asking somebody, do you value an undefeated Premier League season and winning the Premier League versus a Champions League?
I think the only thing that changes it for me right now at this date is the fact that we have 2. Yeah. And Arsenal probably ain't going to win one in a long time. Yeah. And it would shut them the hell up. Like, that's true. All 3 of those things would be. But that's fair. Normally, like any other time, maybe after we can do the 1 and just shut them up. Yeah. I would always take the Champions League over that. Yeah, for sure.
And I guess there is an off chance you could go undefeated and not win the Premier League.
It's true. Yeah. A lot of draws. Yeah.
If you just get a bunch of draws, like, I mean, odds are like probably like 98% that you would win the Premier League if you went undefeated. Yeah. But I'm just saying there is a slight chance, statistically speaking, that you would. Yeah. So, I mean, like, you could literally draw every match and probably get relegated. Second.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that would only be 38 points.
Yeah, that would only be 38 points. There's a high chance you could get relegated by not losing a match in the Premier League if you just drew everyone.
That would be really embarrassing. Invincible season relegated to the championship.
Hey, but you would get a gold trophy, Jason.
But you would get a gold damn trophy, and the Arsenal would shut their damn mouths.
Oh, man. All right. Well, you got anything else you want to add for this episode?
No, I mean, there's not a chance to go up on the predictions immediately. So I guess that's over for me since we predicted the same one.
Yep, we sure did. First match, same thing. But I guess tell these people where they can find us, Jason.
Yeah, we're on Substack, Instagram, and X. Things will kick off soon. In line with the season. We'll have more going on there, but until then, prepare yourselves and go ahead and follow us and get familiar with where we are in written form. And you can find us on all those things at Red White Blues FC.
That's right. And we are also on Spotify and Apple, wherever you listen to your podcast at. And we also, if you would like to see our beautiful faces, you can join us on YouTube, where you should like, subscribe, click the bell, comment, do whatever you're supposed to do over there on YouTube. And until the predictions episode, we'll catch you guys and gals on the flip side.
I predict that the prediction episode goes poorly. Flippity floppity.